Bandits get 2 on with nobody out and leave them out there. We're through 1, no score. All right, Bandits waste 2 runners with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. So we're still scoreless as we go to the second. 5, 6, and 7, Eric Martinez, Noah Hollis, and Andrew Bell for the Cannons. There's a strike from Casey Proctor. That's popped up on the infield. Second baseman wants it. That's Asher Bates. Backpedaling and makes the grab. And 1 away. I'll bring up Noah Hollis.
Now batting for the Cannons, number 12, Noah Hollis.
Middle Georgia State. Bunts to third and a wild throw from Ford. Runner will not advance. So Hollis is aboard. With the second hit of the night for the Cannons. I'll bring up Andrew Bell. Bell from Duke. 1 out, 1 on here in the second. No score. And Proctor delivers a strike. That's fouled back. And Proctor gets ahead, 0-2. Proctor, the lefty, comes set. Runner at first goes. Pitch is very high and no chance for Ream. He had to leap out of his crotch to catch it, and never got the handle on it. So a steal for Hollis. And a man in scoring position On a 1-2 count to Andrew Bell. Pops that one up, but foul off to the right. Bell batting .212 with a home run and 11 RBIs. And that was the first stolen base for Noah Hollis since joining the Cannons. Here's a fly ball into left center field. Drifting over is Duffy to make the grab. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up the catcher, Graham Hilton.
Now batting for the Cannons, number 46, Graham Hilton.
Graham Hilton in his second game. Late addition for the Cannons in their run for the playoffs. Fouled back. Left-handed batting catcher. Hilton's out of Virginia Commonwealth. Hitting with 2 outs and a man at second base. Proctor delivers. Breaking ball. This is outside. 1-1. One pitch. That is off to the left side and out of play. 1-2. One and two. Shortstop creeping in, but backs off. There's a breaking ball, bounce to the right side. Delgado fields. He'll run to first and no play. Now they got the runner hung up over at third. Throw by Delgado goes to third. Ford will run to the plate. Throws home. Ream with the tag. And that's an interesting way to end the inning. Proctor didn't get over there in time. Abbey took off for first. But he wasn't going to beat Hilton. But he looked up and saw that Hollis had rounded third and was heading home, and as he tried to put on the brakes, lost his footing, and Woodstock was able to get him, so it winds up going 3-5-2 for the out, but they get him. 2 hits in the inning for Percival, but we're still scoreless, middle of 2. All right, bottom of the second, Bandits. Send up 6, 7, and 8. Max Ream, Asher Bates, Dylan Howe. Breaking ball in there, a strike to Ream. Max from Wingate, 5'11" right-hander. And take strike 2 from Beamish, Merrick Beamish, North Central Texas. Max hitting .286 with 7 RBIs. That's a ball in the dirt. 1-2. Off speed misses, evens the count at 2-2. Beamish deals. There's a shot into left field. Smash past the shortstop Hollis into the hole, and a base hit for Woodstock. They've led off the first 2 innings with hits. Let's see if they can get this man in.
Now to play for the Bandits, number 8, Asher Bates.
All right, here's Asher Bates, the second baseman. 5'10" right-hander from East Texas Baptist. Bates a .181 average with 12 RBIs. Showing bunt, pulls back, takes the ball. We're in the second, no score. Woodstock needs to win their last 2. They need Percival to lose tomorrow if they want to make the postseason. Throw over, not much of a lead, but Max dives back in. One ball. Beamish deals. Bunt is on. It's a good one. First base side. Catcher comes out. Throws to first. And Bates is retired, but he gets Max Ream up to second base.
Brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 20, Dylan Howe.
So an RBI chance now for Dylan Howe, the designated hitter this evening. Dylan's batting .200 with 5 driven in. Bates, his second sacrifice this summer. And a breaking ball in there for a strike. Dylan, 6'1" righty from Patrick and Henry Community College. Pitch outside. Ball and a strike, 1 out. Merrick Beamish, 1-1 entering the game tonight with a 3.46 ERA. Turn back to second, throw, but Bell was a little late getting there. Did have Ream leaning a bit in his secondary lead. Little leg kick and inside move. All right, 1-1. Pitch, bunt, showed again, and a strike called, even though it popped out of the mid of Hilton. Now 1-2 to Dylan Howe. That's fouled away. Ball, 2 strikes. Howell fouls it back. hanging in there. Number 8 hitter Dylan Howe, the DH tonight. Beamish ready, delivers. On the ground the other way, stopped by Kusat. He knocked it down. He will not have a play. His feet went out from under him. And it slopes away into foul territory, actually on both corners. And Kusat did a nice job to get over and get his glove on that ball, hit the other way.
The center fielder, number 3,
By Howell.
Kamari Chisholm Jr.
He didn't get it cleanly, and as he tried to pick it up, he slipped. And by that time, too late to get it to the pitcher covering, so that's a base hit, puts runners at first and third with one down. Throw down to first after a ball, I believe, yep, to Kamari Chisholm. Now back in standing. Kamari Chisholm out of Hood University, 5'10" righty. Swinging a foul ball right back. Chisholm hitting .259. He's got a home run and 10 RBIs, and he's been a pain for Purcellville. He's had success against the Cannons this summer, and he'd like to do some damage here. Runners at first and third, one out, scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. Beamish sets and deals. Chisholm fists one foul. Now ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's high to Kamari. One and two. Or excuse me, 2 and 2. Runner goes. Pitch is inside. Hilton didn't even look the second. He had to reach. He must have been set up outside, and the pitch missed in. So Dylan Howell with the stolen base. The Bandits have him at second and third with one down. Three and two now to Chisholm. The pitch off speed in there for a strike. Something off speed and it dropped in, and Chisholm is rung up. Third strikeout for Beamish. 2 gone. Now it's Connor Worth. Single back in the first. And looks at a breaking ball at the knees for a strike. Oh, 1 at the knees again. Nothing at 2. Connor Worth, North Greenville, out of Virginia Beach. Down 2 strikes. Pitch way upstairs. 1 and 2. Beamish trying to get out of another inning with 2 runners on. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Blocked by the catcher Hilton. He'll throw down to first to get the strikeout. And the Bandits strand 2 more. This was the story the other night. And it's trending that way again here this evening as well. 0-0 after 2. All right, top of the third, no score. 9-1 and 2 for the Cannons, and Michael Hafer looks at a strike. And strike two from Casey Proctor. Hafer swings and misses.
Now batting.
And quick work by Proctor, one away.
Center fielder number 8, Ethan Acevedo.
His first strikeout tonight. Now back to the top of the order, and the center fielder, Ethan Acevedo. Acevedo from VCU out of Monroe, New York. And swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped a high fastball. Might have been out of the zone. Acevedo fly to center to start this game. Fouled back, 0-2. Check swing, foul ball. Well, here against Newmarket the other night, Thursday, Woodstock stranded 11 runners and had 2 cut down at the plate. Already 4 left on. That's in the air to shallow left field. Shortstop Worth is going to go back and get it. And there's 2 away.
Number 6, Vincenzo Cusat.
Here's the first baseman, Vincenzo Cusat. He flied deep to right center field his first time up. Now Kobe White wants to come down from first and have a meeting with his batter. Kobe, former Woodstock River Bandit. Wind is blowing in, so you're going to have to hit it well to get it out of here. Of course, deep parts are on the edges. 340 down both lines, 376 to left center, 372 to straight right, but only 338 to straightaway center field. However, you still got to tag it to get it out of here. Like I said, with the wind blowing in tonight, you're going to have to hit it hard and low. One-0 pitch is fouled on top of the dugout of the Cannons. Cusat from Frederick Community College out of Round Hill, Virginia. That's a ball, 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on here in the third. Breaking ball misses. 3-1 now. Hit into center and a diver that drops quickly as it got to Chisholm, but Kamari got his glove under it and made an adventure out of it, but he hauled it in. That's the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Middle of 3, no score between the Bandits and the Cannons. Bottom of the third, no score. 3, 4, and 5 for Woodstock. Sorry, 2, 3, and 4 for Woodstock. Austin Ford, Abby Delgado, and Logan Duffy. First pitch swinging by Austin as a bouncer to second. Bell fields and throws, and one away. Now it's Abby Delgado.
First baseman for the Bandits.
5'11 left-hander out of Jacksonville University from Miami. Merrick Beamish deals low. He struck out Delgado in the first, and he had runners at first and second and nobody out. 4 left on for Woodstock so far. Low strike to Delgado. 1-1. A pitcher-friendly strike zone here this evening. That's too tight. Two and one. That is lined into center field, but right there is Acevedo. Hardly had to move. Hit on the screws by Abby, but someone was standing in the way.
Coming to the plate.
So 2 gone now.
Left fielder number 16, Logan Duffy.
Here's Logan Duffy, cleanup man. He flied out the left field his first time up, going the opposite way. A great catch by Williams out there, sliding right at the foul line. Wave and a miss. 0-1. Right now in the north, Strasburg and Winchester tied for first. I think the Express may have the tiebreaker over them. They've won 5 in a row. Look out! Swing and a miss by Duffy, and his bat goes flying. 0-2. Another off-speed pitch. All right, Beamish way up. Fouled off. Count holds a 0-2. So I don't have all the tiebreakers, but Percival potentially could move up. They're in third right now, tied with Newmarket. Newmarket's already clinched a spot. Pitch is high. Bandits can only catch the Cannons, and they have the head-to-head with Percival. But got to win tonight, tomorrow, and get the Cannons to lose tomorrow as well. Another off-speed pitch, and Duffy down on strikes. Chased it, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Beamish. We go to the fourth, no score. Top of the fourth, 3, 4, and 5 for Purcellville. Merkeel Turner, Seth Williams, Eric Martinez. And way upstairs with the offering from Casey Proctor. Giving up 3 hits in his first 3 innings. And there's the ball high, 2-0. Turner, Long Beach State, out of Atlanta, Georgia. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 2-1. That misses, now 3-1. And there's a walk, and Turner's aboard for the second time tonight after he singled in the first inning. So a leadoff walk, first free pass from Proctor.
Brings to the plate, left fielder number 24, Seth Williams.
Seth Williams, cleanup hitter, left fielder, grounded to first to end the first inning. It's fouled off. Oh, 1. And a strike at the knees. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Man at first, nobody out here in the fourth. We've got no score. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and fly to right field, down into the corner, foul territory. Long way to go and out of play. That carried pretty well. And it shifted a bit, coming more out of a southwesterly direction. Not blowing pole to pole, but blowing in from left field. I think it carried that ball right on out of play. Left-handed batting. Seth Williams, 294 average, a home run, 15 RBIs coming in. Still 2 strikes for Proctor. He deals, and look out, up and in. Late turning out of the way was Williams. One, 2, runners going. Pitch is fouled back. Turner back to first. Turner, 4 stolen bases. Been active. This at bat. Good lead. Pitch. Inside, net hit him. So Seth Williams is on. That puts 2 on with nobody out. A walk and a hit batter.
Coming to the plate for the Cannons, number 5, Eric Martinez.
Unfortunately, that's something that Woodstock has done too much of. Walks and hit batters. Leading the league in both categories, or leaders among the leaders. And that's a bad category to be in. Be at the top of, I should say. All right, here's Eric Martinez, popped up to the second baseman his first time up. You'd think he'd be sacrificing here. Bandits are thinking the same. He's already squared around, pulls back, and takes a ball. I don't know where that was, maybe inside. calling it from upstairs tonight so we have a better look at home plate. Normally from field level we can see top to bottom of the zone very well. 1-0. Squaring to bunt, takes down and in. Now 2-0. Martinez, North Central Texas. Runners at first and second. 2-0 pitch. He's swinging away on a ground ball. It's fair over the bag at third. That's going to score one. Turner scores. Williams will go to third, and sliding into second is Martinez, and the Cannons are on the board first. Eric Martinez came in hitting .280, and that's his 13th RBI on the season. And he doubles right there, and Percival strikes first here in the fourth.
Shortstop, number 12, Noah Hollis.
All right, 1-0 Percival. And second and third, nobody out. Foul ball off the bat of Noah Hollis, the shortstop. And a bunt single in the second. Stole a base and then got caught rounding third too far on an infield single and was out at the plate. Showing bunt, bunts it back toward the pitcher. Runners will hold. Throw is not going to be in time. Proctor, a little stumble coming off the mound. A little awkward getting the ball. And that'll load the bases. Williams came down the line at third, but the bunt was pretty much back to Proctor. But I think his momentum carried him toward third base and kind of stumbled coming off the mound and getting back to the ball and couldn't get much on it. So Hollis beats it out. It's a bunt single, his second bunt single. That'll load him up and call to the bullpen coming now for the Bandits. I'll tell you about the new pitcher. Nobody out and the base is loaded. Just a minute.
14.
All right, new pitcher for Woodstock is Cam Lynch, 6'2 right-hander out of West Virginia Tech. Cam Lynch. Latest addition to the roster comes in here with the bases loaded, nobody out, and starts with a swinging strike by Andrew Bell. Bell out of Duke from Denver. Fly to left his first time up. Corners in for Woodstock. They're back up the middle. Showing bunt. Bunts it in the air and foul. Ridge Fuller, assistant coach down there at third base. Brett Fuller, the manager, in the dugout for the Cannons, who have a 1-0 lead here in the fourth. Win for Purcellville gets them in the postseason. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, actually foul tipped. Ream couldn't hold on to it. Bell came in hitting .212. .02. Chop foul right at the plate. Runners at every base for the Cannons. Proctor walked the leadoff man, hit the second man. Eric Martinez RBI double, bunt single by Hollis. They're loaded here, 0-2. Lynch in relief, deals, bouncing ball right to third. Ford's coming to the plate for one. Ream will fire to first, in time for the double play. They go 5-2-3, and turn two. Lynch couldn't ask for anything better. A one hopper right at Ford. He comes to the plate. Ream fires to Delgado. 2 down. All right, Martinez at third, Hollis to second. The inning's still going here, but 2 down. There's a ball to Graham Hilton, the catcher. Breaking ball down and in, 2-0.
Hilton had to play for the Cannons.
Hilton, VCU from Mustang, Oklahoma. .2-0. Pulls that foul. 2 balls and a strike. Hilton, an infield single. That was that bouncer over in the whole right side. Delgado got 2. Proctor was late getting to the bag, but that was the play where Hollis rounded third too far and got caught in a rundown. 2-1 pitch, that's high. 3-1 now. Lynch trying to finish out this inning. Get out of it with only 1 run coming across. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a 3-1 slider from Lynch. When he threw it 3-1, you think he'd come back to it full count as well. Let's see if he's of that mindset. He's ready and brings it. Fouled off. Like it might have been, just didn't bite down like the previous one did. Full count again. Does have an open base. Sets and pitches. Off speed. Oof. Must have stayed outside. And ball 4. To load him back up. And Lynch will go to work now on the number 9 man, the DH, Michael Hafer.
Michael Hafer at the plate.
Hafer from Ashburn, Virginia. Struck out first time and looks at a ball low and away. Breeze had disappeared, but it's back. Don't know if it's bringing any rain, but we've got clouds off to the west. We're keeping an eye on. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. One and one. That's low. 2-1. Don't want to mess around with the number 9 guy. Go at him. Hafer in his second game. 2-1. Swing and a foul tip. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Off speed is low, and now the runners will get a head start. 3-2, 2 outs. Cam Lynch ready with a 3-2 pitch. Here it comes, and that's in the air to center field. Starting back now, coming in is Chisholm. He'll get there, and that's the inning. A good work out of the bullpen by Lynch. Got the ground ball for the double play. And only one comes across. Could have been a lot messier. Well, the Cannons do get on the board. Middle of 4, 1-0. All right, Bandits now trailing as they come to the plate here in the 4th inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. KJ Moon, Max Ream, and Asher Bates. KJ takes strike 1. Struck out in the first. KJ from Augusta. Now down 2 strikes. After he cut at that one. Eric Beamish, North Central Texas, St. Augustine, Florida. Got out of jams in the first and second. Off speed outside, 1 and 2. Got Woodstock in order in the third. Fouled off. Sounds like he may have broken his bat. And he did. He's going back to get some new wood. Told you about the Northern Division. Still places to be decided. In the South, it's Waynesboro up by 2 games on Stanton. And Charlottesville making a late move, as they seem to do every year. They're now 3 above 500. It looks like they're locked in at 3rd place. And Harrisonburg currently holds 4th. Game ahead of fading Culpeper. Covington just a game and a half back. 2 in the loss column now. So they've been playing pretty well. Lumberjacks down the stretch. Don't know if it's enough for them. There's a foul ball. A little bit of the catcher, Hilton, but he's all right. Count holds a 1 and 2. Yeah, Charlottesville they started terribly. I think they lost their first 6. 1-2's outside, 2 and 2. I think they have won 7 of 8. Make a late surge heading into the postseason. All right, 2-2 to KJ Moon. KJ reaching for an off-speed, pops it up, and that'll go out of play off to the right side. Not a whole lot of foul territory, but enough to make a few plays on both sides. There is more room down in the right field corner where the visitors' bullpen is in play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moon skies one, but that'll get out of play off to the left. And years ago, we had a ball get into one of the ball bags or pitcher's paraphernalia down there in the bullpen. Another pop up. Will this be playable? Third baseman Martinez over. Looks like he's got some room. He does. And about a step from the fence, he'll haul it in. And KJ Moon, first out here in the 4th inning.
Brings to the plate the catcher for the Woodstock Bandits, Max Reed.
Here's Max Ream. He's singled. Lead off the 2nd inning. There's a ball that went down in the corner. Woodstock's right fielder threw up his hands and then went digging for the ball. And the batter kept on running he didn't run. He got to 2nd and stopped. Went to 3rd and stopped. Then came home. Before Woodstock realized that the ball was still in play. 1-0, swing and a miss by Max Ream. And there was controversy around the scoring of that. Ream with a late swing, a chopper foul at first. 1-2. Max from Valparaiso, Indiana. Catcher tonight. Catchers have been great behind the plate this year, throwing out runners. Ream looks at a breaking ball low and away. 2-2. Woodstock catchers have thrown out 31 base runners this season. I don't ever remember seeing anybody catch that many guys trying to steal. Max stays alive. Got a piece of that off-speed pitch. Count holds at 2-2. Beamish misses up. And the count now 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. In the dirt, good at bat by Max Ream. And he's aboard for the second time tonight.
Race to the plate, the second baseman. Number 8, Asher Bates.
All right, here's Asher Bates, a sacrifice back in the second inning. I feel a couple of raindrops through the open window here. Radar shows a cell of rain. Hopefully it won't be enough to wash us out. Asher from McKinney, Texas. Foul ball. Off to the right side. Woodstock wearing their whites tonight. Rubber Bandits in green across the chest, orange trim. Numbers are orange and green trim. White pants as well, all green caps. Throw over. They weren't going to use these jerseys as game jerseys, just the green and the orange, but these are their batting practice tops. Here's a ball outside, 1-1. I like it. I like that all white look. Ball and a strike. Way outside. Lunging to get it was Hilton. Two and one. Strike is the call. Snap throw by Hilton. Ream gets back. 2-2. Beamish ready and deals. Bates swings and misses. Couldn't get the fastball. And there's two going here in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 20, Dylan.
Here's Dylan Howell, the DH tonight. Infield single in the second. Howell takes the ball. Dylan goes to Patrick and Henry Community College here in the Commonwealth, but he's from Weston, Florida. 6'1" right-hander. Throw over. Boy, they are worried about Max Ream there at first. Usually you don't worry too much about catchers. He is 4 for 4 in stolen bases, though. Pitch is high. 2-0 now. And Woodstock, speaking of stolen bases and catchers throwing out runners, well, that's one thing that Woodstock has not done. That's been caught stealing only 7 times this year. They've been throwing out 79 steals. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. 79 out of 86. Two-one pitch, way outside again. Hilton getting a workout behind the plate. It's now 3-1. 1-0 Percival here in the bottom of the fourth. Beamish deals. Gets the outside corner for a strike. Full count. Ream will get running. Beamish to the letters and to the plate. Fouled away, went off speed. Hal got a piece. Keep the at-bat going here. All right, again with a 3-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. And the second walk of the inning for Beamish. So for the third inning tonight, Woodstock has 2 on.
Coming to the plate, the center fielder for your River Bandits, number 3, Kamari.
All right, here's Kamari Chisholm. And that'll bring a visit to the mound. Chris Glaze, the pitching coach for the Cannons. Comes out to have a word with Beamish here. 2 on. 2 out. Kamari Chisholm struck out looking his first time. Center fielder from Hood University out of Gainesville, Virginia. Nobody throwing for the Percival Cannons down in the bullpen. All right. Powwow over on the hill. Here comes Chisholm. Kamari, switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Beamish. First and second, 2 outs. Fastball misses outside. Woodstock trying to get a run across. Outfield comes in a couple of steps. And that's high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Now somebody goes running down to the bullpen for Percival. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. Cannons wearing their maroon uniforms, white pinstripes, white numbers and letters, black caps. 2-1 pitch, fouled back. It's now 2-2. Williams in left cheating toward the line. Maybe a step is Turner out there on right toward the chalk as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, pitch. Strike 3 called. Outside corner at the knees, and for the second time, Chisholm is rung up. And that's the inning. 2 more left on for Woodstock. Go to the 5th. 1-0 Cannons. On to the 5th inning now. 1-0 Percival with the lead. Top of the order, Ethan Acevedo leads off. First pitch swinging. Skies one into left field. Duffy over, under it. And he's got it. One pitch, one out from Cam Lynch. Acevedo now 0 for 3. That's Vincenzo Cuzat, the first baseman.
Now batting number 6, Vincent.
Two flyouts to center field. And he takes low for a ball. One run on 5 hits for Percival. Standing batting Cusat. Swing and a miss. On a breaking ball. 1-1. Bandits no runs. 3 hits. They've left 6 on base. Ground ball the other way. Third baseman Ford scoops and throws. 2 away. Now it's Merkeel Turner. Single and a walk. Scored a run. The only run of the game so far. Off-speed pitch is low for a ball. One 0 misses. 2-0. Two-0 pitch, cut on and missed. That's fouled away, and that's now 2-2. Cam Lynch ready with a 2-2 to Turner. He hit hard, but right to the shortstop. One hop to Worth. He'll fire across, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Lynch. Middle of 5, Percival, 1-0. New pitcher coming in for Percival here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's right-hander Johnny Montgomery. 6'3" out of Niagara University from DeBary, Florida. Montgomery, sidearmer, almost submariner, making his 9th appearance, a record of 1-1 and an ERA of 4.38. So he will drop down and sling it in there from the right side. Doesn't drop it way down, but he does dip that shoulder. There's that sidearm delivery. So a new look for the Bandits. And they'll have the top of the order: Connor Worth, Austin Ford, and Abby Delgado hitting here of the 5th. They're trailing at 1-0. The second night in a row, plenty of opportunities. All right, here's Connor. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Single and a strikeout for Worth. Connor looks at a breaking ball for a strike. 0-2. Breaking ball is low. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Montgomery delivers. Shot the other way down the right field line. That is just foul. First base umpire eyeballing it all the way, said just off the line. Connor Worth missed extra bases probably by an inch or two. Good piece of hitting, just missed the line. All right, back in the box now, 1-2. Right-handed batting Worth, shortstop. 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2-2. Montgomery. 2-2. And it comes in and hits Connor on the back elbow, it looked like. Came inside and got him on the arm. Looked like it got him on his trail arm. Like on that, yep, he's kind of shaking it out.
Brings to the plate.
So Worth is aboard. Here's Austin Ford. Walking a ground out. All right, Bandits with runners again. Low breaking ball drifts outside, 1-0. Thing with that sidearm delivery, you can really get those frisbee curveballs. Break across on a flat plane. 1-0. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0 Percival here in the 5th. Bandits have to win tonight, tomorrow night, and hope Percival loses tomorrow night to get into the playoffs. Off speed's fouled back. Ford had something float right into the zone there. just foul it back. That was a hanger that Montgomery got away with. 2-1. Fouled back. And Montgomery with that sidearm delivery shows you a lot of movement, not only physically but baseball, different speeds. Different breaks. All right, 2-2. That is lifted into left center field. That will drop in front of the center fielder. It scoots by him. Connor Worth is headed to third. Ford headed into second. He'll make it. Diving attempt by Acevedo, and he came up short. And Woodstock has second and third with nobody out. So a double for Ford. Acevedo coming in hard on that sinking.
Brings to the plate.
Really a
Number
soft
9,
liner into
first
center
baseman,
field.
Abby Delgado.
He tried to make a sliding catch, couldn't get there, got by him. That allowed Worth to get into third, and Ford down to second. And a great chance now. It's Abby Delgado. Ford with his third double of the season and a meeting on the mound. All right, so a hit batter and a double, 2 on, nobody out. Abby Delgado 0 for 2. He's struck out and hit a bullet to center field. All right, they are getting somebody loose in the Purcellville bullpen. Long meeting on the mound. Umpire goes up and breaks that up. Perhaps they're hoping rain will get here quickly. Trying to stall for time. Christian Hubbard getting loose. All right, here we go. Abby Delgado. Infield's playing back all the way around here for Purcellville. Ground ball gets a run and a bunt. Get him in too. He could bunt anywhere. Swings and fouls it back though. 1 ball. I mean, a ground out. A ground ball to the right side gets a run in and gets a go-ahead runner to third. And it would only be 1 out. Oh, 1 pitch. Delgado takes inside. 2-0. Boy, Hilton continues to have to dive and lunge all over the place behind the dish for both pitchers so far. One. Off-speed pitch misses downstairs. It's 2-1. Worth at third, Ford at second. Pitch fouled back. Fastball from Montgomery and Delgado late on the swing. Two. All Abby's got to do here is get the bat on the ball. Third baseman comes in now. That's up and away. Full count now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery deals. Delgado, ground ball up the middle and into center field. 1 run will score. Here comes Ford to the plate. The throw by Acevedo is not in time. It's 2-1 Woodstock. Delgado comes through with a 2-run single, and the Bandits are ahead.
Coming to the plate for your Bandits, number 16, the left fielder, Logan Duffy.
As a throw bounced past the catcher Hilton. Delgado moved down to second. So a 2-run hit for Delgado, and Abbey now with 31 RBIs on the season. And a call to the bullpen for the Cannons. New pitcher coming here in the 5th. All right, new pitcher for the Cannons is Christian Hubbard. 6'4" right-hander from Arkansas, Monticello. Hometown is Denton, Texas. Hubbard making his 12th appearance, no decisions. 6.17 ERA. So Montgomery lasts only 3 batters. Hit 1, gave up a double, and then a single. All right, so the Bandits now have the lead, and it's Logan Duffy coming to the plate here. 2-1 Woodstock. Finally, they come through. Duffy's fly to left and struck out. So Bandits now ahead 2-1 on Delgado's double, or rather his single. He moved up. That's ruled an error on the throw from Acevedo as it bounced to home plate and past the catcher Hilton. That allowed him to move on up. All right, bunt showed by Duffy. Nicely done. It's down. Pitcher fields and throws to get Duffy, but does his job and gets Delgado up to third base. Excellent technique on that bunt.
Brings the right fielder, number 28.
So here's KJ Moon.
J. Moon.
Moon, a strikeout and a fly to right. Infield stays back for Percival here, except at third. And KJ can go the other way. Looks at a fastball strike. Oh, 1. Moon takes high. KJ, Augusta University from Statham, Georgia. Ground ball gets a run in. Fly ball can do it. That's upstairs. 2-1. Hubbard already the third pitcher of the night for the Cannons. In the air to center field. Acevedo makes the catch. Should be deep enough. He'll give it a fire to home, but scoring, standing up is Abby Delgado, and KJ Moon gets that run in. Makes it a 3-1 ball game. His 17th RBI on the year.
That brings to the plate the catcher for the Woodstock River Bandits, Max Ream.
That's Max Ream, the catcher. A single and a walk. So 3 runs crossed for the Bandits here in the 5th inning. And a breaking ball in for a strike. And one more out here, and we'll be a legal game. The ball high. One and one. That skips in there. 2 balls and a strike. Hubbard bounces that one in. Lost his footing as he delivered that pitch. So now 3-1. Woodstock finally got some base runners home. Left 6 on in the first 4 innings. They got him in this time thanks to a Delgado 2-run single. KJ Moon sac fly. They've got a 3-1 lead here in a must-win game. 3-1 pitches in there. Full count to Max Ream. Payoff pitch coming. And strike 3 called. Ream stares at the plate before heading back to the dugout, but that's the inning. However, it's a good one for Woodstock. They score 3 times on a couple of hits. Head of the 6th, Bandits up 3-1. Top of the sixth we go. Woodstock now ahead 3-1. 4, 5, and 6 for the Cannons. Seth Williams, Eric Martinez, Noah Hollis. And a pitch high from Cam Lynch, who has been outstanding in relief. Came in with the bases loaded, nobody out in the fourth inning. That is hit well to right center field. Chisholm going back to the track, to the fence. It's gone. Home run. Seth Williams leaves the yard and cuts the Bandits' lead in half. His second home run of the season and the 16th RBI. All right, now it's Eric Martinez. 1 for 2, pop out, and an RBI double. Breaking ball low. Well, I praise Lynch for outstanding 2 innings and gives up a gopher ball. That's on the ground to the shortstop. Worth came up on a bouncing ball and right by him into left field. Connor with the error.
Brings the play for the Cannons, number 12, the shortstop, Noah Hollis.
Well, Connor tried to circle around and field it off his hip, and he didn't stay down. And the ball did. All right, man at first, Noah Hollis. 2 bunts. And ball 1 from Lynch. If he's bunted twice, he'll bunt again. 2 bunt singles. Runner bluffs, not showing bunt. Pitches a ball. Throw down to check Martinez from Ream. Now 2-0. All right, Woodstock does have a righty getting loose down in the pen. Throw over. Two balls. Low and outside now. 3-0. Lynch with a 3-0 pitch right down the gut. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. We got a 3-2 game here in the 6th. Fastball in there. Caught the outside corner. Again, a little extra for the pitchers, as it has been the entire game for our home plate umpire. All right, count goes full. That is hit on a line into right center. It's down for a base hit and going to the wall. Martinez hits third. Relay will go to third base, and it gets away from Ford. That's as far as Hollis will go. Throw would have been in time if could have been handled by Ford, but we got a tie game. 3 batters into the 6th inning.
Coming to the plate for the Cannons, number 13.
RBI triple for Noah Hollis. And an unearned run. And now Percival can take the lead with Andrew Bell coming to the plate. He's flied out and then hit into that double play. First man that Lynch faced. Breaking ball is down and away. So Bandits didn't have the lead long. Percival looking to untie it. Still nobody out. Man at third. Infield in. Pitch outside. 2-0. Pitch gets the outside corner. Bell bounced into a 5-2-3 double play. Austin Ford started it from third. 2-1. Wave and a miss on a breaking ball. 2-2. Two pitch. Lynch brings it. Could not stop his swing on another breaking ball. And Bell down on strikes. One going here in the sixth. We'll bring up the catcher, Graham Hilton.
Graham Hilton at the play for the Cannons.
Infield single and a walk. Infield will stay in. Left-handed batting Hilton. Takes a fastball, 0-1. One strike pitch, up and away. We're 3-3 in the sixth. Must-win game for the Bandits. Cannons would like to win it and clinch a playoff spot. Good breaking ball. Hilton over top of it. 1-2. Hilton sets, pitches, swing and a miss. Got him on some high heat. And there's two down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lynch. Now he'll go to work on Michael Hafer, DH. Try to get out of this inning. Hafer a strikeout and a fly to center. That's a ball outside. One 0 pitch. Off speed, called a strike. Runner at third. He's been there with no outs. Still there with two. Breaking ball down and away. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Pitch. In the air to left. Coming in a couple steps, Duffy makes the catch. And what a recovery by Cam Lynch. After giving up the home run, then the error. And RBI triple to Noah Hollis. He gets two strikeouts and a flyout. And we are tied 3-3, middle of six. Bottom of the 6th inning, we got a 3-3 game. 7-8-9. Asher Bates takes ball 1 from Christian Hubbard. Bates, a sacrifice and a strikeout. 3-3 here in the 6th. Woodstock will play Front Royal tomorrow. Will it be for anything? Got a few innings to find out. That's fouled back. Asher, East Texas Baptist. One and one. Hubbard deals. Ooh. Swing, says the plate umpire. Didn't even ask for help from the first baseman. First base ump, I think. I don't know, that was close. I don't really know if he made an attempt. But regardless, it's 1 and 2. That's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bates, Dylan Howell, Kamari Chisholm. Due up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Christian Hubbard from Arkansas, Monticello. Or is it Monticello? I think it's Monticello in Arkansas. High and tight. Count goes full at 3 and 2. Yeah, we can see a little more rain falling here at the park. Bandits should hurry up and get a run. Softly hit, but into right field. Just served into right by Bates. Beautiful piece of hitting. That'll bring up Dylan Howell.
Now to plate, number 20, Dylan Howell.
Infield single and a walk. All right, will he be bunting here? He squares, pulls back, takes, a strike and a late call and some groans from the Woodstock dugout. And I agree. That pitch looked low. Oh, 1. Squares again, gets the bunt down to the third baseman. Fielded there, he looks at second, goes to first. Martinez on the play, but Howell does his job. Gets Bates down to second. So 1 away, and now it's Kamari Chisholm.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Kamari Chisholm Jr.
Kamari has struck out twice, both times looking. Great time for him to get off the schneid and deliver here. All right, corners are in for Percival. The man at second base, 1 out. Kamari takes a low. Man in scoring position for the Bandits in a 3-3 game. Time was called. Pitch clock violation. Just before Hubbard went into his delivery, and now Chris Glaze coming out. I talk with his pitcher. It's going to be 2-0. Thing is, in the Valley League, we don't have the clocks mounted. Just have to go with the umpire and his stopwatch. So you gotta have that internal clock. So again, a long meeting on the mound by the Cannons. Again, light rain falling right now here at Falcon Field. Final weekend of the regular season. Playoffs are best of 3 in each round unless you get backed up, you get to a certain point, they'll eliminate those 3-game series down to 1. I don't know what the cutoff date is, but it is scheduled to go best of 3-game series in all 3 rounds. Here's a bouncing ball that will get up the middle and into center field. A high hop. Chisholm going for second. Here's the throw, the slide, and they're going to get him. But the run comes in to score as Acevedo got to the baseball in a hurry, and Chisholm cut down at second base. But Woodstock goes ahead. That last bounce took a high hop, and a leaping bell had to go off his glove and into center field. So 2 are out. Woodstock goes back ahead. It's Connor Worth. Looks at a strike. Single, strikeout, hit by a pitch. Chisholm, that's RBI number 11 on the season. 0-1, that is line to the second baseman and snagged there by Bell. And that's the inning. But Woodstock gets 1. We're through 6, and the Bandits ahead 4-3. All right, 7th inning we go now. Woodstock leading at 4-3. Cam Lynch back to the mound. He'll face the top of the order, Ethan Acevedo, Vincenzo Cusat, and Akil Turner. Ball 1. I gotta get into my history notes here tonight. For this July 18th. There's a strike. Acevedo 0 for 3. All 3 outs in the air. To center, to short, and left. VCU's Acevedo fouls it back, 1-2. Today in 1882, Tony Mullane of the Louisville Eclipse became the first major leaguer to pitch both left and right-handed in the same game. He lost, however, 9-8 to the Orioles of Baltimore. 1-2, fouled back. Today in 1906, Washington pitcher Fred Falkenberg hit the century's first grand slam by a pitcher. There's another ball fouled back. Today in 1913, Christy Mathewson gave up a walk, ending his record string of 68 walkless innings. 68 innings without a walk. Some pitchers in this league could use that kind of coaching. Meeting on the mound there real quick between Lynch and Reaume. I called him Ream. Got the correction on the pronunciation. All right, 1-2. Fouled away. No hockey players were there. R-E-A-U-M-E. It's pronounced Reaume. And there's a racing team. It's Reaume, but Max and his family, they say Ream. Here's a fly ball into right field. That will be down for a base hit. K.J. Moon gets it back in, and it's a leadoff single for Ethan Acevedo.
Brings the plate, number 6.
All right, here is Vincenzo Cusat. Fly to center, line to center, grounded to third. All right, Cam Lynch. Breaking ball low. There is a right-hander getting loose for the Bandits in the bullpen. We're in the 7th. It's 4-3 Woodstock, but Cannon's had the leadoff man on. There's a strike. 1-1. And we saw that bounding ball off the bat of Chisholm. This infield has gotten harder as the season has gone on. Haven't seen a whole lot of rain. 1-1 pitch. That misses. 2-1. Now we've seen lots of bad hops off the lip over the years here, but some of these are just balls that hit the dirt and kangaroo over some of the infielders. All right, 2-1. Off speed low, 3-1. Three-one pitch coming. Chopper, right side in the hole. It'll be gloved by the second baseman, but no throw. Bates got to the ball, turned to first, and really nobody was there. I don't know if he would have had a play, but Lynch late to the bag. Delgado couldn't get back. So an infield single, 2 hits in the inning, and it's not going to stay with Lynch. As Kellen Hoover is standing up in the dugout with Markeel Turner. Looks like they're going to stay with him. All right, Turner at the plate, showing bunt. Ooh, strike called.
Number 9, Markeel Turner at the plate.
Single walk and a ground out for Turner. Shows bunt, takes strike 2. That was a good pitch to bunt right there. Abby Delgado coming down from first right on top of him. Does he get the swing away here on 0-2? Lynch deals. Ground ball to the right side. It gets off of Delgado and will creep into center field. Run around in third, coming to the plate, and we got a tie game. Not hit that hard the other way. Looked like it was a little cue shot. And Delgado to his right, playing it on a short hop. Looked like it hit that lip and came up high, caromed off of him. Acevedo all the way around from second to score as that ball ricocheted toward the middle of the field and out into short center, and we got a tie game with nobody out and a call to the bullpen. New arm coming in. We'll tell you about him here in just a minute. All right, into the game now for Woodstock is Tyler Wise, 6'1" right-hander from Kansas Wesleyan out of Bennington, Nebraska. Tyler making his 14th appearance. He's 0-2 with a 9.86 ERA. Comes in here with runners at first and second and nobody out. It's now a 4-4 ball game. All right, here's Seth Williams. Homered his last time. Solo shot. Shows bunt. Bunts it down. Third base side. Good one. It's past the pitcher, and they're not going to get anybody. Ford was back. And then Lynch had the third base side, and Williams bunted it past him. So he homered last time up, and this time a bunt single.
Now coming to play for the Cannons.
That'll load them up with nobody out. And it's Eric Martinez. 1 for 3, an RBI double. And he reached on an error, later scored. All right, a 4-4 ball game. Percival threatening again. Corners in, back up the middle. And off speed in there for a strike. Proctor went 3+ innings. Turns it over to Wise. Tyler deals. Misses low, 1-1. Proctor came in and got out of a 4th inning mess. Bases loaded, nobody out, nobody scored after that. 2 runs in the 6th, a home run by Williams, and then the unearned run. And right now it's an unearned run on the board here in the 7th. That is lined into right center, and that's going to do some damage. It's cut off by Moon. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and it's 6-4. Martinez with his second double of the game. Kusat and Turner across. And it's now 6-4 Purcellville. Williams stops at third. Martinez at second. So 6-4. Purcellville with 3 here in the 7th and still hitting and still nobody out. Noah Hollis steps in. 3 for 3. A couple of bunt singles and an RBI triple.
The shortstop, Noah Hollis.
All right, infield has to come in for Woodstock. Breaking ball misses. Bandits now trailing by 2 as we're in the late innings. Top of the 7th. Cut on and missed. 1-1. Ball and a strike. Swing and a miss through a high fastball by him. 1-2. Got a right-hander getting loose down in the Bandits bullpen. Nobody throwing right now for Purcellville. Ball and 2 strikes. Wise kicks and fires. Here's a ground ball to short. They'll hold the runners as it's at Worth, and he'll throw to first. Gets Hollis for the first out. Now it's the second baseman, Andrew Bell.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andrew Bell.
Fly to left, bounced into a double play and struck out. Infield remains in. With 1 out, I'd imagine that the runners will go here on a ground ball. Make Woodstock get him at the plate. Squeeze is on. The bunt is down. They'll get the run home. Wise fires on to first. But the squeeze was on. Williams scores. Bell got it down, and it's now 7-4. Martinez up to third. So Bell gets a run home. Here's Graham Hilton. He'll roll 1 to second. Fielded there by Bates. Over to first. That'll end the inning, but a big one for the Cannons. They score 4 times and they take the lead. Purcellville 7, Woodstock 4. Middle of 7, time to stretch. All right, bottom of the 7th inning. Bandits trail at 7-4. See if they can rally, and they'll do it against a new pitcher. As Aaron Van Thiel comes in, right-hander, 6'2", from Richmond, out of Leesburg, Virginia. Making his 9th appearance, 5th time out of the bullpen. 1-1 with a 5.47 ERA. 2, 3, and 4 for Woodstock. Austin Ford, Abby Delgado, and Logan Duffy. They need to rally from 3 down here with 3 at-bats left. And there's a ball low to Austin Ford. A walk, a ground out, and a double. One ball to Ford. That's fouled back. Win for Purcellville. They clinch a playoff spot. The Bandits can rally. Still alive. Otherwise, just kind of going through the motions tomorrow for the finale. Off-speed pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Strike 3 called, and Ford knew it. One away.
Number 9, Abby Delgado.
Here's Abby Delgado. 1 for 3, 2-run single in the 5th. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball from Van Tile. Now 1-1 to Delgado. Pitch. Off speed at the knees. 1-2. Today in 1921, Babe Ruth hit his 139th home run. And that made him the all-time home run leader. He had a lot more that he would hit after that. One, two. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Van Tile. Now it's Logan Duffy 0 for 2 with a sacrifice.
Number 16, Logan Duffy.
1927, Ty Cobb, then with the A's, got his 4,000th career hit. Well, what they thought at the time, or it was celebrated as his 4,000th. Research later revealed that he had 2 fewer hits than thought at the time, and he would actually get 4,000 about 3 days later. Breaking ball down. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Today in 1936, the White Sox and A's set an American League record for most runs scored by 2 teams, as the White Sox won it 21-14. That was the back end of a doubleheader too. It's a long day. Grounded foul at first. 1-2. Woodstock needed a response here in the bottom of the 7th inning, but so far 2 strikeouts, and Delgado's down, or rather Duffy is down 1-2. That's outside. Today in 1948, Pat Seary of the White Sox, 4 home runs The last in the 11th inning as the White Sox beat the A's. 2-2. That's upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right, full count. Payoff pitch coming. Here it is. Duffy takes down and in. Went breaking ball. And Bandits have a runner on with 2 down here in the 7th. I'll bring up KJ Moon. 0 for 2 with a sac fly.
Now batting, the River Bandits, KJ Moon.
Today in 1952, trailing 11-0 after 3 innings. In the Polo Grounds, the Cardinals rallied to beat the Giants 14-12. Tied the largest come-from-behind win in National League history. KJ takes a strike. Oh, 1. Outside. Today in 61 in St. Louis, Bill White tied Ty Cobb's record of collecting 14 hits in consecutive doubleheaders. That's a good 2 days. 1-1. KJ with a roller that gets into left field for a base hit. All right, Bandits get a couple of men on. Bring the tying run to the plate, and Max Ream.
Brace the plate, Max Ream.
Max, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. And it looks like somebody's going to start throwing for Percival. And Tiles already their 4th hurler of the night. Max swings, lines one into right field. It's down for a base hit. Duffy rounded 3rd, coming to the plate, throw to the plate, the slide, the tag, and they got him. Turner with a gun to home. And Woodstock loses a runner at the dish. Had 2 erased at home on Thursday. And down by 3, they get another runner cut down at home. We move on to the 8th inning. Woodstock trails at 7-4. All right, we go to the 8th inning. Score remains 7-4 Percival, and a new pitcher on for Woodstock. It's Connor Clybourne. 6-foot righty out of Southern Union State Community College. He's out of McKinney, Virginia. And he faces 9, 1, and 2. Michael Hafer, Ethan Acevedo, and Vincenzo Cusat. Hafer 0 for 3. Fastball in there for a strike. Connor 2-0 with 3 saves, a 1.84 ERA. Appearance number 11, all out of the pen. 14 2/3 of an inning with 30 strikeouts. Breaking ball bounces in, 2-1. Connor, a bright spot in this pitching staff of the Bandits. He and Marco Viteri out of the pen. Austin Eyrig on the mound as a starter. Swing and a miss. 2-2. We'll see if that play at the plate took too much wind out of the sails of the Bandits. 2 outs, nobody on. The walk to Duffy. Moon singled. Ream singles to right. And Turner guns down a run at the plate. Hafer down looking. 1 gone here in the 8th. I'll bring up Ethan Acevedo.
Now batting number 8, Ethan Acevedo.
Started that 4-run 7th inning with a base hit. 1 for 4 tonight. You know, when I saw Turner in right field get the ball, he was going toward the line on that hit by Ream. There's a ball. Didn't know if he would take a chance at home with a 3-run lead. Usually the play would be throw to second to keep the tying run at first base. There's a strike, 1-1. But he decided to gun it home. Like I said, his momentum was taking him toward the line, but he adjusted and threw a strike at the plate, and Logan Duffy out by a couple of feet. Pitch down and in, and that got the foot of Acevedo. So he's hit by a pitch. That'll put him on with 1 down.
Number 6, Cusat at the plate.
So here's Vincenzo Cusat. Infield single in 4 trips. Woodstock has now left 8 runners on base. Another one gunned down at home. As I mentioned, 2 on Thursday. Erased at the plate. There's ball 1 to Vincenzo Cusat from Frederick Community College. 7-4. Cannons lead it here in the 8th. Rain has stopped. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw. Tag. Out. They got him. Max Ream guns down another runner. That's 32 runners thrown out by Woodstock catchers this season. So 2 away now. One pitch in there. Now 1-2 to Cusat. Clyburn kicks and deals. That's pop foul. One-two pitch coming. That's fouled off again. We'll do a 1-2 pitch again. Here it is. Another foul ball. Today in 1962, Minnesota became the first 20th century club to hit 2 grand slams in an inning. Bob Allison and Harmon Killebrew did it in an 11-run first inning against Cleveland. Cusat battling. Clyburn trying to put him away. 1-2. Off speed, and he got him there. Kind of a half swing on a pitch up in the zone. Not a strikeout for Connor. 2 in the inning. And that's the frame. Bottom of the 8th we go. Bandits trail 7-4. Last of the 8th. Woodstock trailing 7-4. 7, 8, and 9. Asher Bates, Dylan Howell. Kamari Chisholm due up. Breaking ball in for a strike from Aaron Van Tile. From the University of Richmond. Bates 1 for 2. Single and a sacrifice. Woodstock needs runners. There's a ground ball that will be fielded on the backhand by the shortstop. Throw in the dirt. Goes over top of the fence and out of play. So a 2-base error.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 20.
And went right into the lap of our scorekeeper downstairs. All right, Percival opens the door a little bit. Hollis with the throwing error, 2-base error. Now it's Dylan Howell. So Bates at second. Shows bunt, bunts it toward the pitcher. He'll just easily throw over to first. Not even look at third. So Howell, his second sacrifice of the night. So he's got a single, a walk, and 2 sacrifices.
Center fielder, Kamari Chisholm Jr.
So the Cannons will take that out. So man at third for Kamari Chisholm. 1 for 3. RBI single last time up. Then got thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. There's another runner on the base paths erased. Ball 1 low to Kamari. Third baseman's in, everybody else back for the Percival infield. Swing and a miss. A ball that broke down in and under the hands of Chisholm. Today in 1970, Willie Mays got his 3,000th hit. One. Chisholm flares one foul off to the left. Today in 87, Don Mattingly homered in his 8th straight game. That tied the Record set by Dale Long in '56. Kenny Griffey Jr. would equal the mark in '93. 1-2. Chisholm backs out of the way of a ball, down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Van Tile deals. Look out! Foul ball right over the on-deck circle. We're in the Woodstock dugout. Third base side. That was just a stay alive swing. Guy's happy to be alive over there. Oh, the dugout. All right, 2-2. Kamari, another late swing. The other end of the dugout. All right, 2-2 again to Chisholm. Pitch. Kamari grounds one back to the pitcher. He misplays it. Run will score. He'll regather and throw to first to get the out. But the run scores. So a comebacker knocked down by Van Tile. He's able to recover and get the out. They're going to check with him, make sure he's okay, but that makes the score 7-5. So Chisholm gets the man home, his second RBI of the night. One umpire came down to ask about a visit, but it was an injury check. Home plate umpire let him know that the pitcher got hit by the face on that ground ball, came up on him. So they were just checking on that. So not an official visit there. All right, so base is empty with 2 down. There's Connor Worth. Bounces the other way, and staying down on the ball at first is Kuzat, and he smothers it and goes to the bag. And that'll be the inning. Woodstock gets 1. Close the gap to 7-5 as we head to the 9th. To the 9th inning we go now. It's Purcellville 7 and Woodstock 5. 3, 4, and 5 for the Cannons. Markeel Turner, Seth Williams, Eric Martinez hitting against Connor Clybourne. Swing and a miss by Turner. Single in 3 trips. He scored a couple of runs. Turner, big play in right field to throw out a run at the plate. Just low for a ball. Clyburn fires. Bouncer to Worth. Fields and throws. One away. I'll bring up the cleanup man, Seth Williams.
Now batting, number 24, Seth Williams.
2 for 3, a home run and a bunt single. That was in that 4-run 7th inning. That's the difference right now. Swinging at the first pitch into center. Chisholm coming in. Won't be able to get there. That was off the end of the bat. But falls in for the third hit of the night for Williams. That'll bring up Eric Martinez. Couple of doubles and 3 RBIs. One down, man at first. Clyburn pumps a strike in there.
Martinez, now batting.
Today in 1995, Dave Andrews, the PA man for the Abilene Prairie Dogs, ejected from the game after Abilene manager Charlie Kerfield got ejected. Andrews proceeded to read a commercial for an eyeglass chain, infuriating the umpire. Andrews claimed it was a coincidence, but he was fined $50. Here's the ball, now 1-1 to Martinez. Hey, when a sponsor says they want their commercial read at this time, you read it at that time. Wave and a miss, good breaking ball. Off speed from Clyburn, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Clyburn kicks and deals. Off speed is away. Today in 1999, Yankee Stadium, David Cone threw the 16th perfect game in Major League history. And coincidentally, in the pregame ceremony, Don Larson threw out the ceremonial first pitch commemorating his perfect game in the World Series. And just a protective swing to stay alive, and Martinez got a piece of it. All right, 2-2. 1 out, 1 on. Bandits trail by 2. Want to keep it at 2. Going into their last at bat. Runner goes at first. Pitch is a ball, throw down, not nearly in time as Williams got a head start at first. No chance at all for Ream. So a bonus run for Percival out at second base with 1 out. It counts now 3-2 to Martinez, who's already driven in 3. And here's a payoff pitch. Fouled away. All right, again, 3-2. Clyburn deals. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Martinez for the second out of the 9th.
Race to the plate, shortstop, Noah Hollis.
Now it's Noah Hollis. 2 bunt singles and a triple. 3 for 4 tonight. Out of town games. Strasburg and Newmarket got rained out. It's Front Royal 5-1 over Winchester, bottom of the 6th. Cardinals are already eliminated. Winchester battling for first place. And they're tied right now with the Express. cut on and missed by Hollis. And the Express could steal the top seed, the defending champions, as they have surged late. 0-1. Strike two. One final in the books. Waynesboro beat Charlottesville 10-5. Top 9 in Stanton, the Braves 6-0 over Culpeper. Harrisonburg 6-1 over Covington in the top of the 8th. And we have a pitch clock violation on Clyburn. So it's now a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, breaking ball, and strike 3. Hollis rung up. That's the inning. Bandits need 2 to keep their playoff chances alive. 3 to win it. All right, last chance for the Bandits. They'll have 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Austin Ford, Abby Delgado, Logan Duffy. And they will face a new pitcher, Ryan Rushing, coming in. Left-hander, 5'10", from Florida Gulf Coast. He's out of Bradenton, Florida. Rushing making his 11th appearance. 7 out of the bullpen. He's 2-3 with a save, and his ERA is 3.97. And looks like it's his to finish, as the bullpen has come down to the dugout here. All right, so let's see if the Bandits can rally.
Coming to the plate for your Woodstock.
All right, here's Austin Ford, 1 for 3.
14, Austin Ford.
Doubled, walked, scored a run. Austin Ford from Averett out of Ukiah, California, leading things off here in the 9th. Rushing deals and upstairs. 5th pitcher of the night for Purcellville. One-oh. Fouled off. Over into the Purcellville dugout. Both teams up on the fence in front of their dugouts. A couple of guys lingering down on the Bandits bullpen, but the entire Purcellville pen down here, first base side. 1-1. There's a strike. Ford thought it was inside. Ball, 2 strikes. Rushing with a 1-2. And that's low. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rushing fires, and that's low, and we'll go full count. Outfield back a couple steps. No doubles. And we'll go payoff here to Austin Ford. Rushing ready and delivers. Fouled away. Past the 3-hour mark here this evening. All right, here we go. Again with the 3-2. Rushing deals. Fouled away. Chatter's picked up here in the 9th inning. All right, here we go, 3-2. Once more. Pitch. That's low, and it's a leadoff walk. I'll bring up Abby Delgado. 1 for 4 with a 2-run single in the 5th inning. All right, so the Bandits get their leadoff man on, and Delgado the tying run at the plate. Delgado takes a fastball right in there. 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Abby from Jacksonville. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. The Bandits can't rally. 2 games to look back on. The one Thursday where they had so many chances against Newmarket. And a game back early in the season at Front Royal where they gave up 4 in the bottom of the 9th. Those are 2 that really stick out. Here's a ground ball the other way. Third baseman Fields goes to second for 1. Relay to first and not in time. Actually gets off the glove of the first baseman Kusat. A bit of a wide throw there from Bell. So Martinez went to second to get the lead man. That's Ford, 1 out. So now it's Logan Duffy.
Left fielder, number 16, Logan Duffy.
So Aaron Ford sticks with left-handed hitting Duffy and doesn't go to the bench. Maybe Camden Lockhart, somebody like that, a right-hander. Says he'll stick with Duffy 0 for 2. Has a sacrifice and a walk. 1 ball. Of course, Duffy thrown out at home plate for the 3rd out of the 7th inning. Down by 3 at the time. Duffy rolls 1 to third. They'll go to second for 1. Relay to first. In time for the double play. And that's the ball game as the Purcellville Cannons come to Woodstock, get the victory, clinch a playoff spot, and end the hopes of postseason play for the River Bandits. Final score, Cannons 7, Woodstock 5. We'll recap here in just a minute. Well, back here, excuse me, back here in Woodstock, the Bandits fall tonight to Percival by a final of 7-5, and their postseason hopes have come to an end this evening as they fall to the Cannons, and the Percival Cannons are in. So we've seen the last two nights here at Woodstock where opponents have come in here to clinch playoff spots. Newmarket on Thursday and Percival here tonight. Cannons got on the board in the fourth inning. RBI double by Eric Martinez off of Casey Proctor. Woodstock, though, got three in the bottom of the fifth inning. It was a two-run single by Abby Delgado. He later scored on a sac fly by K.J. Moon. So 3-1 at that point. Percival quickly tied it up in the top of the sixth. Seth Williams, a leadoff solo home run. Then after an error, Noah Hollis with an RBI triple. So it was tied at 3. Bandits went back on top in the sixth. RBI single by Kamari Chisholm. 4-3, but then the seventh inning, Percival put a 4 up on the board. An error allowed the first run of the inning to score. And then it was a bases loaded 2-run double for Eric Martinez. And a squeeze bunt from Andrew Bell later in the inning. And 4 in the frame. That made it 7-4 at that point. Woodstock, after 2 were out, got 2 on. Walked to Logan Duffy, single by K.J. Moon, and then Max Ream with a single to right field. But then it was Raquel Turner throwing out Logan Duffy at the plate to end the inning. So that was the fourth inning. Woodstock left 2 men on base. They did get 1 back, an unearned run in the 8th on an RBI ground out by Kamari Chisholm. And the Bandits got the leadoff man on in the 9th inning. Brought the tying run to the plate, but Abby Delgado bounced into a fielder's choice. And then Logan Duffy grounded into a double play that ended the contest. All right, for Percival, they had 7 runs on 12 hits. They made 2 errors, and they left 8 men on base. Woodstock, 5 runs, 9 hits. They also made 2 errors, and they stranded 8. At the plate for the Bandits tonight, 2 hits for Max Ream, 2 RBIs for Delgado, Moon. Sorry, just 1 for Moon. 2 RBIs for Delgado and for Chisholm this evening. And taking the loss will be Cam Lynch. He pitched well in relief, got him out of a jam in the 4th inning. He came in with the bases loaded, nobody out, didn't let anybody else score, but he winds up taking the loss. And getting the win for the Cannons is going to be Christian Hubbard, I believe. And Ryan Rushing will get the save. So Percival up to 18-17 on the year, while Woodstock falls to 15-20, and they will finish out the season tomorrow against the Front Royal Cardinals. This game took 3 hours and 7 minutes to play, and we'll wrap it up tomorrow night. Once again, the final score, Percival 7, Woodstock 5. I'm Craig Orndorff signing off for the 2026 Woodstock River Bandits.